Saya akan beralih kepada laporan seterusnya untuk kita lihat bagaimanakah perkembangan WEF. Fat Hopes Energy, sebuah syarikat berpangkalan di Malaysia, komited dalam mengubah landscape bio bahan api. Pendekatan inovatif mereka melibatkan penciptaan telaga minyak lestari sekaligus memudahkan pengumpulan minyak masak terpakai. Dari minyak masak terpakai, ia diubah menjadi bahan api yang kini diguna pakai oleh syarikat penerbangan global seiring usaha penyah karbon. Ikuti perkongsian Vinis Sinha, Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif dan Pengasas Fat Hopes Energy yang merupakan sebahagian peserta Forum Ekonomi Dunia musim panas baru-baru ini.
I'm Vinesh from Fat Hopes Energy. We revolutionize aviation through waste to biofuels, empowering communities and fostering local entrepreneurship. So what does this mean? We aggregate a variety of waste-based vegetable oils like used cooking oil, among many others, for the purpose of sustainable aviation fuel production as a raw material. And we do this via the development and the deployment of proprietary tech stacks, which is apps that connect the waste oil producers with drivers or entrepreneur partners that we have developed that use our infrastructure like trucks and capital across Asia to provide a market-leading service for more than a decade now. I'm here as a participant of the World Economic Forum, a meeting of new champions, or also known as the Summer Davos. It's been a great opportunity to get a sense of the trends, sentiment, as well as an in-depth feel of where the business world is headed over the next couple of years. Fat Hopes Energy started in 2010. I started on this journey as a hobby. I used to be an avid follower of Jeremy Clarkson of Top Gear, and there was one episode where he put used cooking oil into a red Mercedes and drove it from London to Brighton, which really intrigued me. So as a student, when I got my first car, I tried that, and that was really the birth or the start of this business. So for 3 years, I ran it as a hobby, doing this to subsidize my own fuel bill. And that slowly grew over the first 3 years, 2007 to 2010, into a cottage industry business. And over the past 14 years since we registered the business and started it as a company, it really flourished to become a Malaysian homebred biofuels organization. But a lot has changed. It started as a biodiesel organization, so a company that produced a diesel replacement, and it evolved over the years from the road traffic fuels to maritime and now to aviation. So yeah, that's a little bit of a background of Fat Hopes. So I think for Malaysia, I see a great opportunity in the midst of the global tension and uncertainty. I think we are the middle ground, and effort to grow that middle ground is well on the way, right? For the business, we are certain that Malaysia is an ideal location as an import-export hub, and that's our business. We bring in a lot of waste-based oils as a raw material. We process it and then we re-export it. And we have been committed to Malaysia and to investing in Malaysia for the past decade, and we will continue to do so. Because for us, I think that it's important that we grow out the infrastructure. It's not just about Fat Hopes Energy and about the company, but I think that the world needs a robust infrastructure to decarbonize. And this is an entire suite of investments that need to be made, from the simple things as a fleet that needs to go out there and collect these waste oil. We don't have that infrastructure today. It's very piecemeal, it's very broken, right? Or it's very dispersed. Yeah. We need to aggregate that, we need to bring that together, we need human capital training, we need people to understand what it's about and why it's important to have a career. Not just a job, but a career in such an industry. So that's the lowest denominator in the infrastructure that we speak about, all the way up to billion-dollar refineries. And for them to look at locations of an FDI, they would want to see this full stack solution available, maybe not in one country, but across ASEAN or across Southeast Asia as a supply base. So I think from the perspective of what do I see next, our aspirations is really to be steadfast and continue over the next decade investing into this infrastructure and instigating other players to come in and work with us to build the infrastructure. There are many types of biofuels, right? And including aviation fuel. And our region, Malaysia, Indonesia, is known for palm-based biodiesel or biofuels, and that gets not such a great image or perspective from Europe and US due to deforestation and a variety of other reasons. However, we forget that population is across Asia. And when you have population, you have a big waste footprint. And we have championed biofuels production, and the technologies are very similar to convert palm oil or waste oil to biofuels. And that's an opportunity I think that we need to exploit because we have aggressive climate targets to meet and time is ticking. So utilizing what we have or what's going for us already can maximize the social, the economic and the environmental bottom line for our nation and for our region.